Hello YouTube, Con354 here, giving you a review on a video game. Haven't done this in a while. So this week, at all of this time, I am reviewing The Last of Us. Now, The Last of Us was a good game. I heard over 1,000 times. It's received over 50 perfect 10 out of 10 scores. When I first saw the trailer, I got interested. I thought it was pretty cool. I got intrigued. And when I saw, and eventually not much info came out, so I kind of stopped watching updates. It was like Halo 4. I just stopped watching when there was nothing for 8 months. Well, not this game. I just stopped watching because I didn't want to wait 5 months or 3. But The Last of Us was a truly 10 out of 10 game. If you played the multiplayer, you would understand the authenticity of how fragile you are and how fragile they are. I chose the Fireflies faction. If you've beaten the ending, I really don't want to spoil anything, but this game is really good. It truly deserves 10 out of 10 for a lot of reasons, because the storyline is generic. Like, you're a guy that's lost his life, you're a guy that is suffering through the zombie apocalypse, and you're a guy that's just getting kicked every day. But every now and then you show signs of your humanity. No, you probably don't. Maybe a little bit. A couple times you'll probably respond to Ellie's jokes, but pretty much you play as a guy named Joel. No last name, no middle name, no age, just Joel. And pretty much what happens to him is he has an average life. His wife divorced him or something like that, and he has his one daughter, Sarah, which is about Ellie's age in the game currently. And Sarah pretty much, suddenly, this is the interesting part, there's some virus called the cordyceps. It's an actual thing. It's pretty sweet. I even checked out videos. This one where a tarantula got totally infested. It's really sweet. That's one of the things why I feel like it's realistic, because it actually stuck to the actual virus. Not like, oh, government military failed, or an alien comet landed on Earth and zombie cordyceps. No, this is actual zombie fungus that just made a huge leap to mankind. This is a good one. Out of everything that has happened to Joel, he has never yet had to face a greater challenge than dealing with Ellie, which is probably kind of a bold response, but still, it's kind of a lame thing to say. But at the same time, it's something that truly deserves it. Pretty much, I forget her name. Crap. The leader of the Fireflies wants you to escort Ellie to a safe location, since you and your partner Tess are currently smugglers. And something interesting happened. Ellie's immune because you find out she's eventually bitten. Now, this isn't a classic, oh, she can't help herself, she'll knock stuff down, get in the way. One time she helped you in the game, multiple times actually. And I'll put in an annotation, skip to 4 right now. In the game, she pretty much when she shoots that one guy, she pretty much later on in the game, my brother is dealing with this guy, got himself stuck in a corner, and all of a sudden she threw a brick and Cody bolts over it and beat the crap out of him. I just thought that was sweet, that she can actually help. The AIs will actually stick their necks out for you, as opposed to Resident Evil Revelations. But to be fair, the AIs in the game aren't that clever, not as great as Killzone 3, but nonetheless, it's good. Alright, spoilers over. The gameplay itself is good. The AIs are not that intelligent, but at the same time, it truly deserves 10 out of 10, because the gameplay itself, the authenticity, the realisticness of it, a lot of stuff to it. Like, it's not really an original story, like, oh, hey, well, she can't help herself, you're defending a little child against a zombie infestation when you lost your child. It's kind of like that. Your child died, but your child didn't... I don't want to spoil it. Spoilers now. Skip to 5 o'clock. Pretty much, your child named Sarah, she dies from being shot at. She didn't die from a fungus infestation. It wasn't showing people, although it was when it was a bullet wound. She died from a bullet shot. Therefore, you cannot trust a human being ever. But pretty much, at the same time, you don't know who you can trust or who you can talk to other than Tess. And eventually you trust Ellie more often. you trust her well enough to help you. And the gameplay itself is good. Like, she can actually stand up and fight for herself. In fact, you play as her in the game. And I don't mean like, oh, like a small little walk around mission. That's not till blank blank blank. But at the same time, the game is actually more original than you think. Again, it's not like, oh, well, you're a tough guy and you'll never lighten up, or I've never give a crap about another human being until I met this person. No, it's more or less like, I couldn't trust a lot of people. I still don't trust a lot of people, especially about what happens at the end. I'll explain that in the spoiler video. And pretty much, you don't trust anyone, you don't believe in anyone, and you even fight with your brother. Yes, he's still alive, believe it or not. Come on, you've beaten the first boy. And now, out of everything that happens, Elliot always asks the question, everything we've been through, it can't be for nothing. If you see the ending, I'll tell you in the spoiler episode. But it's just truly a great game. The multiplayer is great, the gameplay is awesome, the style and authenticity of it is real, and the actual gameplay itself makes you feel like I'm actually in a zombie apocalypse, I'm actually dealing with stuff, and not only that, I actually feel what's going on. You actually know the danger, the craziness, the fact that, oh crap, I don't want this person to get bitten, so I'm trying their best. And there are moments where it's just flat out nuts. There are moments where you're like, well, I knew this person would die. Then there's moments where, like, I straight up did not see that coming, because I had that same feeling towards a lot of things. One of the characters commits suicide. Straight up, gun to the head, you see it in camera and everything. If you say that's a spoiler, go ahead, I suppose it is, but I said one of the characters. And the game itself is truly 10 out of 10. I saw multiple reviews saying not 10 out of 10, barely any reviews saying 9 out of 10, and somewhere in the middle, 9.5 out of 10. Now, I'm not a PlayStation only guy. I still have my ups and downs towards this game. The only issues I had with this game twice was the fact that if I picked up a brick and I didn't know about it, I'd be like, oh hey, bottle, and I drop the brick and I'm like, oh crap, pick up the brick again. And the other issue was the fact that if you pretty much have your AI partner in front of the bad guys, they don't do anything, which I can actually live with. That's not a big issue. Now, no offense, but this is going to be a little bit of a rant to GameSpot. Skip to 9, because it's just one of those moments where you feel like the biased person because they give reviews on a PlayStation game, but giving a review on a PlayStation game doesn't make you not biased. Making terrible reviews and calling a game crappy over comparison to an Xbox game that's probably worse than it was originally, that's a sign of you being an Xbox fanboy. I don't have an issue with Xbox. I'm just saying there's a fine line between a good Xbox game and a good PlayStation game, and this game's better than a freaking Xbox game. I had more fun multiplayer on The Last of Us than I did on Halo 4. No offense. Halo 4 is still fun on the multiplayer, but I feel like The Last of Us has that sense of authenticity. And I'm probably still going on with the reviews right now. I'm waiting for it to be 9. Nonetheless, The Last of Us is a great game. You will not regret this. If you buy a PS3, that's probably a waste of money if you're not going to buy another PlayStation game and buy the dual console games on the Xbox only. But if you want to, go ahead. That's your money if you're rich enough to burn it. The Last of Us is truly... You need to borrow a friend's PlayStation if you want to play The Last of Us. Now, The Last of Us is a good game. Again, barely any issues. I only had 2 in the whole game. My brother had 3, but no offense, Cody, but this was because you kept faulty aiming. I was like, oh, I got you. And I just stand there and go like, how could you miss? You missed purposely, dude. You flicked the right analog stick at the last second before when you hit R1. Now, The Last of Us is great because you can also upgrade weapons, upgrade bats, upgrade anything in your disposal. You can actually craft stuff, you can actually build stuff. You can do just about anything in The Last of Us. That's why I give The Last of Us 10 out of 10. No questions asked. It was pretty damn perfect. I'm sure a lot of you are an Xbox exclusive person saying, why are you giving this game 10 out of 10 when it's not on both consoles? I thought you said a good game the perfect game is on both consoles. It's not perfect, but at the same time, it's close to it. It's nearly damn perfect. One of the reviews for Bioshock Infinite. I didn't play Bioshock Infinite, but I played this game beginning to end, played the multiplayer multiple times. I can tell you, you will not regret getting this game. If you do regret it, then why do you even have a PlayStation if you hate this game? The only people that will hate this game is an Xbox exclusive person that hates any PlayStation game. Like, oh, Killzone 2 had a crappy storyline and Killzone 3 gameplay was awful. Or, hey, The Last of Us storyline was very generic. And, oh, hey, the multiplayer was pretty crappy. The only reason you would hate that game is, again, because of the fact that it's on a PS3 exclusive, or the fact that you were so out of the box, or in the box, that you think, I look at whatever The Last of Us is, and I say it's a giant generic game. It's happened over a million times before. This one's different. She's not 7, she's 14, and she can actually help you in the field. And the next one, you can play as a lot of characters, a lot of freaking characters, dude. And the game, and oh hey, well, she's immune, so Q must happen at the end. I'll explain that in the freaking spoiler cast, you little puss. And if you're gonna still hate this game, if you're a guy that doesn't see generic only, or doesn't hate PlayStation only, then you have no reason to play. You have no reason to like video games. Because The Last of Us, again, is a perfect game. If you don't hate PlayStation only games, like my friend Tommy, he's an Xbox only person. He hates PlayStation even. I mean, there was one time where we played Little Big Planet 2, but he knows every bit of this game. Well, almost every bit. He didn't play it himself. He doesn't have a PS3. He played PlayStation before, but still, we played it a couple of times. Nonetheless, he knows who Ellie is. He knows who Joel is. He knows what the clickers are, the bloaters, everything. He knows what cordyceps are. He actually looked it up, and I said, "Hey, dude, did you know the fungus in Last of Us is real?" "Oh yeah, the cordyceps." I'm like, "Oh, okay, sweet. Yeah, I don't have to tell you anything." Because he's an Xbox exclusive person, and my friend Sean, he says he's a biased gamer. If he says this game was disappointing or awful or wasn't as good as people said it was, or below 8 or 9, Sean, you are the world's most arrogant, know-it-all person ever. Thank you for watching Connor3548 here. Just to recap the video, Last of Us, truly 10 out of 10. The only reason you would hate it is if you were a giant generic person that only saw its huge bias, barely transparent generic process, or an Xbox only person, which even an Xbox only person knows this game and actually thinks it's pretty freaking cool. So thank you for watching this review. Again, recap, truly 10 out of 10. Only reason to hate it is because you're an Xbox only person, which is barely a good enough excuse. Or you see it's very transparent generic process of you are escorting someone, but barely. Or better yet, just because you hate games. Or better yet, because you work at Microsoft. No offense, Microsoft. It's probably nice to work there. Thank you for watching these reviews. Again, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll explain more of the story in the spoiler cast. Thank you, and have a good day. Last of Us, truly 10 out of 10. Beware the cordyceps.